This is bad. What is up, you guys? It's been a hot minute since we've put a video up. But you know, things just happen, and that's just, it is what it is, you know. But while D is still gone, I thought it would be a good time to do like a pregnancy update, baby talk, kind of maybe my birth plan kind of thing. So just gonna get on into it, I guess. So currently I am 27 weeks and 5 days, which means this Thursday, in 2 days, I will be 28 weeks, which means I will be in the 3rd trimester, which means we will only have 12 weeks left, which means it's getting real. So, super exciting. It's actually going by really fast. Like, in the moment, you like think that the whole time, like, it's going by so slow, but then you're like, we only have 12 weeks left. Like, that's crazy. So I was just gonna kind of talk about like symptoms I've been having, because a lot of people have been asking me like how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, how baby's doing, and like people are wondering if I'm having the baby here in Hawaii or if I'm gonna go home and all that stuff. So I just thought I would talk about it all. So I guess we'll start with symptoms. I know there's videos, like a lot of like pregnancy update videos. People kind of take it week by week and like they talk about like each week, and I like was kind of doing that like in my last, I think I've done 2 like pregnancy videos, like when we did the announcement, so like from the beginning to 12 weeks, and then I did like an 18 week, so from 12 weeks to 18 weeks. And I just started noticing that like every little like thing that like would go wrong with me, like if I had a stuffy nose or like if I had a headache, it was like every little thing I was like writing it down, and I was like, this is pregnancy related, this is pregnancy. And then it got to the point to where I like was waiting for symptoms, and like that's kind of all I thought about, and it was just like annoying. And like it was like little stuff like that could be pregnancy related or not, and I was just looking way too into it. So I stopped writing everything down. I think I stopped at, let's see, let me make it, yeah, 20 weeks. Yeah, so, and at that point, like from I guess 18 weeks to I would say 24 weeks, it was kind of like, okay, my cat is eating my cord and you're not allowed to do that. Quit it. Stop. Who does he think he is? But yeah, so from like those weeks, everything was kind of like the same. I know that around 20 weeks, if y'all hear noise outside, I'm sorry. They're like doing yard work and blowing stuff off, and they've been doing it all day. I've been like waiting to do this video, and I keep thinking that they're done, and then they start all over again. But so I know at 20 weeks, I did start getting like blurry vision, and I still like get it, but it's not like consistent. Like I'll get it for like, I'll get it super randomly in the middle of the day, and sometimes it'll last for just like a couple minutes, and then sometimes it'll last like all day, and then sometimes it'll last for just like a couple hours. So that was weird, and I thought that that like mainly happened in your 1st trimester, but I guess it could happen anytime, I don't know. Exhaustion's a big one. I'm like asleep, or at least in bed by 10:30 every single night, and it's like I am tired, I am done for the day like by 8 o'clock, and it's like clockwork. Like, and I'll be asleep by 10:30 or 11, and I sleep until like I don't get out of bed until like between 8 and 9. So that's like how many hours of sleep, and like I need it. Like I need it. If I don't get that much sleep, like I am dead all day long. And I have actually the last 5 weeks of pregnancy have been the best. thank God, because I was told by like everyone that the second trimester is like the honeymoon phase, you know, of pregnancy. So I was expecting to like be feeling great like by week 13. I was expecting like the nausea to be gone, the exhaustion, like to feel myself, you know, to just be back to normal up until like my next week, I guess. Like I thought it was gonna be more like, you know, all right, I'm 13 weeks, everything should be great. All right, I'm 28 weeks, I guess things are gonna start going back downhill. Like that's what I was kind of expecting, and that was way wrong. As y'all know, I was sick as a dog. Like I was so sick from weeks 7 to weeks like the all-day sickness was like week 7 to week 15 or 16, and then after that I thought I was in the clear, but I started getting like the night sickness. So like right after 4 p.m. hit, like I was done for. I wasn't able to keep dinner down for the longest time. Even like I would take, what did I take? I was Zofran. My doctor gave me Zofran, and I was taking that every single day. Like I would take one at like 1 in the afternoon, and then one at like 5, I think, to like hopefully like more as like a preventative, even if I wasn't feeling nauseous. And it, even like doing that, it didn't always work. Like just certain stuff like I just couldn't handle, and I was eating like chicken and rice, not even like wings. I was eating wings and rice every single night for the longest time. And then after that I was eating CPK potato soup for like at least 2 nights a week for like 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, because that's the only thing I could keep down. And like, you know, after, like, this is disgusting, but like everything like that, I even now, like everything I eat, I like have to think about, okay, do I want to eat this? Like how bad is this gonna be like if I throw it up? So because within the last, I would say, I'll judge it. So my parents were just here for my dad was here for a week, and my mom was here for 3 weeks total. And in those 3 weeks, I think I got sick twice, 2 or 3, no, 3 times. I got sick 3 times. So I mean, that's the best that it's been like throughout this whole pregnancy, like getting sick one day a week. Like that's a good week. But where was I going with that? I don't know. Totally just lost everything that I was thinking about. Pregnancy brain, that's a real thing, just so y'all know. That's not like something people made up. That's a real thing. Anyways, don't know where I was going with that, but I actually did wake up this morning and was nauseous. So there are days where I'm like just nauseous and I don't like actually throw up. But like this morning I woke up, I did not feel great. I couldn't tell if I was hungry or not, because some days I wake up and I'm like starving. Like some days I actually have to get up like 4 a.m. and get me like a bowl of cereal because I'm so hungry. But then other days I can go like I just kind of listen to my body, and if I'm not hungry I'm not gonna force myself to eat. But if I wake up feeling nauseous, then like I'll make myself eat like a piece of bread or something. But I waited until like 11 this morning, I think, to eat, and I made French toast and had some yogurt. And as soon as I ate that, like I was bent over my sink in the kitchen for like 30 minutes, like thinking I was gonna throw up, and nothing would ever come up. I was just like gagging, which is like almost even worse than throwing up, because you just like want it. Like at that point you're like, please just like, I just want to throw up, you know what I mean? But so that does happen still pretty often. I definitely, like, I'll be starving and I eat like 2 bites of a sandwich and I am so full. I'm filling up a lot faster, and I guess it's just because there's getting like less room in there for food. So I do have to eat like just little like portions of food more often throughout the day. What else? Acid reflux, have that pretty bad, especially at night with almost everything I eat. Heartburn, I have that mainly just when I lay down. So it's not too bad, but I definitely have it. Sleeping at night, I'm waking up like at least 2 times in the night to pee, so that's pretty annoying. I did just get over having a UTI and I was on antibiotics, so that just like made me feel even crappier. What else? So the last 4 weeks I've taken a picture of my stomach every week to kind of like, I just think it's fun, and like I put them together and literally I didn't see any change. Like my stomach looked the same. I just in the picture though, because I was just taking it like from like the side, but I think during those 4 weeks my stomach was just getting more round. Because like it was definitely like I could notice it, and like my mom could notice like a difference like with like my clothes, how my clothes were fitting and everything. It was just getting more round. But then, so I would turn 27 weeks last Thursday, and like my stomach still looked the same, and I was kind of bummed because like at this point it's like, okay, like I want a big belly. Like everyone like wants to like look pregnant, I feel like when you are pregnant, like and I'm like getting to the point where I'm annoyed with people. Like we had a bunch of people like take our pictures and stuff, and they were like, I would put my hand on my belly like for the picture, and they would be like, oh, you're pregnant? I didn't even notice. And I would be like, at this point I'm like, notice, like what the heck? Like there's definitely a belly, I'm not just pudgy, you know what I mean? So anyways, so on Thursday, like I like compared like that 4th picture to the other 3 pictures from the last 3 weeks, and like it looked the same pretty much, and I was just kind of like, ugh, whatever. And then on Saturday I woke up, and I woke up sick, first of all, and I woke up like my stomach just felt heavy, like it just felt different. And like I woke up and I got out of bed, and my mom looked at me and she was like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know, but like out of nowhere, like I had a big belly. So that was like really exciting. Like all day we were like, I can't get over how like we both like, she couldn't stop looking at my belly. And in pictures and everything, like people, I think she put up a picture, and I was in like a fitted dress, and I had worn this dress like just 2 weeks before, like when my dad was here. And my dad like saw the picture, and he was like, your belly's gotten so much bigger. And I was like, I swear it was just today, like it grew overnight. It's finally out, and then now I feel like it shrunk back up because it doesn't look that big anymore. I'll show you guys my belly like at the end of this, I guess. But yeah, anyways, that's all the symptoms I can really think of. It's kind of just like the same old stuff. I've woken up nauseous, honestly, the past 3 days, and I feel like it's just like they say in your 3rd trimester you start to, you know, get like the symptoms back that you had in your 1st trimester. So I think I really just had 5 weeks of, you know, feeling more like myself, and now it's coming to an end. So yeah, I'm expecting to just kind of like feel from now on. Definitely like the round ligament pain, body aches, like I have all of that. I did pass a kidney stone a couple weeks ago, like I would say about a month ago. I had a kidney stone, so that was fun. But yeah, that's all the symptoms I can really think of. So what else was I gonna talk about? Oh, so like my birth plan, I guess. So you're not allowed to fly after, I think it's either like after 35 or 36 weeks. And I will be 35 weeks like January 3rd, I think. January 3rd or 4th, whatever that Thursday, whatever is on a Thursday. But D can't come home. He can't, like, my due date isn't until February 7th, so he can't like take off a whole month and a half, you know, of work, or a whole month like before I have the baby. So, and I want to be like with him for Christmas, so I'm literally leaving January 5th, I think, to fly home. I'll be like just now 35 weeks, because like it'll be our first like Christmas like together, just the two of us. And I don't know, you want to be with like your spouse for the holidays. So I'm gonna be here for Christmas, and then I'm gonna fly home January 5th. And I think we're going, so like with the military and stuff, like with how they have to take leave and the time they get off and all this, and with me being so far away and blah 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 blah, if I don't have the baby, if I'm not in the hospital like in labor by February, it might be his due date, by February 7th or the 8th. I think it might be the 8th. If I'm not like in labor by the 8th, then he would have to like fly back here, like to Hawaii, and then he wouldn't be like, he would miss the labor. So obviously we don't want that to happen, and I mean, I'm hoping that I'll be able to, you know, have him before the 8th, because that's just a long time to be pregnant. But he's gonna come out a week before, so he's gonna fly out a week before my due date. So like I said, my due date's on the 7th, and then I'm gonna like try everything in the books to like naturally put myself into labor. But I think we are gonna try and schedule an induction for the 6th, just so that we know like for a fact that I'll be in labor like by, you know, by the 8th, and he will like be there for it and stuff. So yeah, that's that. I'm not against an epidural. I, you know, 99.9% sure I'll probably want an epidural. I do want to go as long as I can without an epidural, just because I've heard that it like can slow down labor and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna play it by ear. I really don't have a specific plan, and all of this actually all kind of rides on my appointment next week on the 19th. So when I was 14 weeks, I believe, and I think I talked about this in my last video, I had partial placenta previa that they saw in the ultrasound. And what placenta previa is when the placenta is actually covering like your cervix, and what usually happens is like as your uterus grows like and rises, the placenta rises with it. And they didn't put me on bed rest, because normally like if you have placenta previa, like you get put on bed rest, and it's like this whole like, it's like serious. But since it was just like a partially covering my cervix, so they just told me to take it easy, and that they would look at it again when I'm 28 weeks. So we're like praying that, you know, it's, you know, my placenta's where it should be, and everything is okay, because if not, then I won't be able to fly home, which means like I won't have my family here. Like probably the only person to be able to come out is my mom, and it would just be like a whole mess. I'd have to have a C-section. I'd be put on bed rest. Like just like really like don't like, no one wants that. So we're just kind of really praying that that, you know, isn't going to be an issue. So what else? Oh, the baby name. I don't know why we haven't like said what his name is yet, because we've known like literally the whole pregnancy, I think, or at least most of it, like ever since we knew it was a boy. We went back and forth with 2 names, and the other name, like I'm 99% sure will be like if we have a boy next, or whenever we do have another boy, this will be his name. But They both start with a B. I guess that's a hint. And I would like tell you now, like I don't know why we haven't said it, but I don't want to tell you guys without D here. So we'll probably like post it on social media or something here in the next couple weeks. But yeah, we do have a name picked out, and it starts with a B, and that's why we call him Baby B. But yeah, I don't know what else I should talk about. Oh, the next couple weeks are gonna be exciting because we're finally getting like all his like furniture and stuff for the nursery. So we have like a glider already. I have his dresser, which is like a dresser and like a changing table, and I ordered his crib, but then it like the order canceled because they said they didn't have it in that store and told me to choose a different store, like on island. So I chose a different store that said it was in stock, and they canceled it again. So then I went into the store and like asked them, I was like, it says that y'all have it, and they're like, oh, we have one left. So they went and got it, and the box was damaged, but she was like, I don't think like the actual crib itself is damaged. We can give you like a little discount. You can take it home, see if it is damaged. If it is, bring it back in. It won't be an issue, but I really don't think it is. So I got it. Me and my mom brought it back home, and I opened up the box, and like as soon as we like just opened it, it was like this whole, like it was all just ruined. Like it was broken. So that was upsetting because I was like super excited. But yeah, so I had to take that back. They don't have it anymore in stock. I'm gonna be going to Target like probably like twice a week, if not 3 times a week, to see if they have it in stock, so that, you know, because I want to be able to have it before I leave to go home. And although like he'll be sleeping in a bassinet for a while, so like we don't necessarily need to have the crib, but like I want to be able to have it all set up in there, and like I want to be able to hang pictures up and stuff, and I feel like you can't really do that until like all the furniture is out, you know what I mean? So anyways, but that's like the only other thing we need to get besides like decorations and stuff. And yeah, it's just really exciting. I get so happy talking about him. Oh, let me show you my bump. My camera's about to die. So this is what we're working with. My belly button is huge, but yeah. So anyways, my camera is literally about to die. I hope you guys liked this video. We'll definitely keep like you updated on, you know, I'll show you guys the, I might do like a baby boy haul, because we have a lot of stuff now, and I'm sure we're gonna keep getting more. We're doing like a little baby shower here before I go home, so maybe I'll do one of those, and like a nursery tour if I'm able to get everything set up before I go home. So yeah, just bear with us on the random videos and us not being consistent. We're gonna get better eventually, I promise. But anyways, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in the next video.